Welcome to the next session in Digital Electronics, Unit 3, Boolean Algebra and Logic Gates. So in today's session, let us study what is sum of products form and product of sums form. Okay. Sum of product form, the name itself tells us that sum of product, sum of product, sum of product. So products must be summed. Products are added or summed. What product? Nothing but the Boolean variable product. Boolean variable product is to be added. For example, if we have A and B are the two Boolean variables. Product means A dot B. Okay. Let us consider two more variables C and D. The product is C dot D. Now if we add these two, A dot B plus C dot D, this becomes sum of product. Sum of products form. Okay. So if you write any of the Boolean expression in this form, it is termed as sum of product form. In short, it is called as SOP form. SOP form. Okay. Here also we have some examples. AB plus ABC plus CDE. See, this form, SOP form, can have complements also. AB complement plus ABC plus CDE. And remember, any number of variables can be used. N variables can be used, as well as N terms can be there in the expression. Okay, there is no limit for the variables and there is no limit for the terms also. So this is about sum of product form. The next form is product of sums form. Product of sums. How to write this product of sum form? Let us see. Product of sums form. So here definitely it's nothing but product of sums, right? Product of sums. See, product of sums. Product of sums. Again, consider two variables A and B. Sum means A plus B. Consider two more variables CD, C plus D. Now, this is the sum which is to be multiplied. Okay, A plus B sum, C plus D is one more sum. So, product of sum, this is to be multiplied. A plus B multiplied with C plus D. Okay, product of sums. Sums we have and it is multiplied. So this is product of sums form. That means ORed variables are ORed terms are ANDed. Okay, in product of sums form, sum of products form, ANDed variables are ORed. Okay, here ORed variables are ANDed. In short, this form is called as POS form, POS form. So we have two forms, sum of product form and product of sums form. So in any of the way, either SOP or POS, we can represent the Boolean expression. So here we have one example for product of sums form a plus b into a plus b plus c into c plus d. Similarly, a plus b complement. Again, complements can be used. Complement of the variable can be used. Okay, this is how we can write sum of product form and product of sums form. Pos form and SOP form. Next expression, next definition is min term. Okay, let us see what is a min term. Min term, I'll write here, min term. So min term or minimum term, TERM. See, in any of the truth table like this, okay, for some of the, one of the expression, truth table is written like this with the three variables, A, B and C are the three variables. So for this, the truth table is written. Now, A, B, C are the three variables, F is the function. Okay, for that function, we have some particular output. So in the truth table, this first row is the zeroth row. First row is the zeroth row. This is the first row, second, third. Let us name like this: fifth, sixth, and seventh. So all the 8 combinations are written, and for that 8 combinations, different outputs are written depending upon the digital circuit. Okay, for any of the Boolean expression, this is written. Now, here, wherever 1 is there in the output, see in the first 0th row output is equal to 1, in the 4th row output is equal to 1, in the 7th row output is equal to 1. Okay, these ones, the outputs are 1. So they are termed as the min terms. Okay, they are the min terms. So the min term can also be explained, or it is defined as it's a product of all variables in the function in direct or complemented form. Okay, product of all variables in the function in direct or complemented form. That means again, using these min terms, we can write, using the min terms, we can write uh, the sum of products form. Okay, so this min term represents, okay, this one represents the sum of, sorry, represents the product of all the terms in the complemented or in the original form. See, if these inputs are zeros, okay, A, B and C are the three inputs. If their values are 0, then we consider it as A complement, B complement and C complement. Okay, the product of this is actually equal to 1. That is what this truth table is saying. So in the 4th row, again A, B, C are the, this is for the 0th row. In the 4th row, again A, B, C are the three variables. See here, A is 1, B is 0 and C is 0. Therefore, we write A as it is. Okay, wherever 1 is there, write the variable as it is. When, but B is 0, for that write complement. C is also 0, write complement. Now the product of this is equal to 1. The expression says that the product of this is equal to 1. So that is written in the truth table. Okay, so from the truth table we are understanding that A, B complement, C complement is equal to 1. Similarly, in the 7th row, okay, A, B, C are the variables. all are equal to 1. You can see here in the truth table, A, B, C, all are 1. Therefore, no complement. A dot B dot C is equal to 1. So, we are representing this in the AND form, right? A and D form, AND form, that is A dot B dot C. Okay. So, these terms which are represented in the AND form are called as the min terms. Okay. So, the next term is the max term. Max term. What is this max term? See, leaving all these ones, rest of the zeros, the rest of the outputs what we have, this 0, this third column 0, fifth and sixth column 0. These are termed as the max terms. The terms in the first uh, row, term in the second row, third row, fifth and sixth row. These are all the max terms which represent the output as 0. Okay. To write this, we use the OR function. That means, see, to write this, we write the OR function, that is, wherever 0 is there, wherever 0 is there, write the function variable as it is. Okay. Wherever 1 is there, now we need to write it as the complement. Let us write for the first column, write for the first, not the column, first row, write for the first row. See, A, B and C are the variables. A is 0, write it as it is, but A plus you have to write. B is 0, write B only. B plus, C is 1, write it as complement. So here we are doing the ORing operation between the variables. Now this is equal to 0. This represents the max term. Similarly, for the second row, A, B and C we have. A is 0, so A only. A plus B is 1, it is B complement or B dash, plus C is 0, write it as C only. Now this is equal to 0. So this is how we represent the max term. There is one more method to represent this min term and max term, that is using the notation M. See, here we have written, using the notations, we can write this as, see, see in our truth table, in the 0th row we have one min term. In 4th row we have one min term. In the 7th row we have one more min term. This is written as, in the other notation, it is written as f is the function, okay, which is equal to m0 plus m4, small letter m, plus m7. This indicates us these are the min terms in the respective rows of that truth table. Okay. To write the max term, we use the capital letters M. Okay. Capital M we use. In the first row, we have the max term M1. Here we indicate it using the dot. Okay. M1 dot. M2 dot, M3 dot, M4 is a minterm, M5 is a max term, and M6 is also a max term. So these are the max terms. Sometimes this is also written as sigma of M0, comma M4, comma M7, or sigma of capital M1, capital M1, comma M2, comma M3, comma M5, comma M6, like this also. Okay. So this is about the min term and max term. So wherever in the truth table, wherever the output is equal to 1, that is a min term. If the output is equal to 0, that is a max term. Remember this. For the next topic, we need this min term. Generally, we use the min term, which is written in the sum of product forms. Okay. In the sum of product forms, we usually use the min term. So min term, we need to remember to write the sum of product form. Next topic is Karnaugh map, or it is also called as K-map. Karnaugh map or K-map. This is a table form to represent the min terms or the max terms, and by using that, any of the Boolean expression can be expressed in K map, and we can easily simplify any of the Boolean expression using K map. So these variables, Boolean variables, can be written in any of the form that we know now, sum of product form or product of sums form. So these forms can be expressed using a K-map. This is nothing but a table form in which the Boolean variables are represented. Okay. For example, this may contain, this K-map may be a two variable K-map. That means only two variables and the two variable combinations with the original value as well as the complemented value can be represented. And there are three variable K-maps and four variable K-maps. Likewise, different types of K-maps we have. So, map-like representation of the Boolean expression, mainly used to simplify the Boolean expression, is called as a K-map. So, in K-map, very easily, without using the Boolean rules, very easily we can simplify just by combining the adjacent variables together or adjacent terms together. Very simplified form can be obtained. Within few steps, we can get the simplified form of any of the Boolean expression. Now, let us see how to write this variable. What are the rules we need to follow? Okay. First, we'll take the two variable K-map. Two variable K-map. So how to represent this two variable K-map? See, this is a table format, table form. So when we say it is a two variable K-map, we know that using two variables, let us consider A and B are the two variables. So by using these two variables, the possible combinations are 4. 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. These are the possible combinations. Now to write the min terms for this, okay, to write the min terms, let us say for the first one, the min term means both are zeros, so it is A complement, B complement, or we can also write it as A dash, B dash. So this is A complement B because B is 1. This is A B complement. Fourth one is A, B. So these are the possible min terms for the two variables. Okay. So if any expression has only two variables, then the possible combinations which can appear in that variables are variable, I mean, which can appear in that expression are these four variables. Along with this, we can write any combination of this. Okay. Now, so this indicates that in the K map, there should be only 4 cells. Okay. This map has several cells. So depending upon how many possible combinations are there in that expression, or by using that variables we can we write the cells in the K map. Okay. So here, four possible combinations are there. For that, we are writing four cells like this. Now we need to represent which cell belongs to A complement, B complement, which cell to be filled with A complement B, which cell is to be filled with A B complement, like that. So there should be some particular cell for this min terms. Okay, to write that we follow some rule like this. So we say that this side represents A. Okay, so this downside represents A, or vertically we are representing A. Let us represent B horizontally. Okay, vertically we are representing A, horizontally represent B. In that also, these two cells belong to B complement or B dash. Okay, the first column represents B dash. The second column represents B. These are some of the rules you need to remember. In the vertical line, the first row, okay, this is the first row. First row represents A complement. The second row represents A. Okay. Now, the combination of this we have to write for the particular cells. First, that this cell is nothing but the conjunction of A complement and B complement, right? So, this cell represents A complement and B complement. The next cell represents A complement B. A complement. This row is A complement. This column is B. Therefore, this cell represents A complement B. The third cell, okay, here this row represents A, column is B complement. The last one is A, column is B. So this is how we fill the cells of the K map using the min terms. Now let us verify with the truth table here, or the possible combinations. A complement, B complement we have written here. A complement B we have written it here. AB is here. AB complement. AB is in the fourth cell. Okay, for that we represent, this is in the zeroth row, right? The first 0, 0 is called as the zeroth row. This is first row, second row, and third row. So this is the zeroth min term, first min term, second min term, and third min term. Similarly, here also we can write A complement B complement is the zeroth cell. Okay, that cell is the zeroth cell. A complement B is the first cell. This is the second cell, and this is the third cell we can write. 0, 1, 2, and 3. Now, how to simplify any of the given expression using this K-map? This is how we fill the K-map. Okay. So, in our expression, it need not contain all these min terms. There may be few of the min terms. So, now let us consider one example, and by simplifying that example, we can see how to reduce the Boolean expression using K-map. Let us say y f is equal to x dash y dash x dash y plus x y dash. This is our example. Dash y dash plus x dash y plus x y dash. Now instead of a and b, we have x and y are the variables. Okay? So let us write the K-map for this. Dash or x complement. This is x, y complement and y. X dash y dash that belongs to zeroth cell. X dash y, x complement y that belongs to first cell. X y dash. X is here, y dash is here, y complement is here. So that belongs to the third cell. Now what we have to write in the cells? Okay, as these are the min terms. Okay, these are the min terms which are written from the truth table of that function. Okay, from the truth table we have written this min terms. These min terms are indicating that in the truth table we have 1 in the output place. Okay, so now this expression is in the sum of products form. Sum of product form or soft form. Therefore, wherever these min terms are there, in our K-map cell, we need to write it as 1, indicate it as 1. Rest of the cells are indicated as 0. Okay. See, this cell is written as 1, which represents x dash, y dash. The next cell is also represented as 1 because x dash y is given in our expression, and the third cell is also written as 1. Okay? So all these sum of products are represented with ones in our K-map. Rest of the cells can be left like that only, blank, or we can fill it with zeros. Okay, even if you are not writing anything in that cells, it's not a problem. Now, how to simplify? Some of the rules you need to remember while simplifying the K-map. The first rule is we need to group the cells. Okay, to simplify this, we need to group the cells so that maximum number of ones fall in that group. Okay, maximum number of ones are covered in that group. So while grouping, we can make groups of 2 cells or 4 cells. Okay, groups of 2 cells, 4 cells, or sometimes only single cell may be grouped. Okay, and it is not allowed to group diagonally like this. We cannot group, or in the L shape we cannot group the cells. In the L shape and diagonally we cannot group the cells. So while grouping, what we have to consider? We have to consider maximum number of ones are covered in that group. But we have to remember that it must not overrule our considerations. Okay, so it must not be in L shape or diagonally. We cannot group the cells. Now, how to group here and how to write the reduced function. Okay, so first group, what we can see here is, see, there are 3 ones. So actually we can group it like this. L shape again. So that is not allowed. Then what we have to do? Group these 2 ones together. Okay, these 2 ones together. Vertically or horizontally we can group. While grouping the cells, horizontally you can group, or vertically you can group the ones. Now, horizontally we are grouping here. These 2 ones are grouped together. Or you can group vertically also. See, vertically also we can group like this. In both the cases, the third one is left, right? Third one is left. So what we have to do, we have to see whether it can be combined by following all the rules, whether this can be combined with any of the other groups. If it is possible, then we can combine it with the other group and we can again make a group. Okay. So this one can be now with this. Even though this one is grouped with this, or vertically it is grouped, we can group this one with this second cell one. Okay, so here we have two groups. Now, how to write the simplified expression for this? Let us consider for this first group, okay, vertical group. What you have to do is see y dash is common, whichever this is common to both the cells, right? Y dash is common to this cell as well as this cell. Write that common term or common variable as it is. Okay, write the common variable as it is. Now, in the row or in the horizontal direction, we have x dash for this cell, x for this cell. Okay, if we have complement of any of the variable, then that is to be cancelled. Okay, x and x dash are cancelled now. If both are x, then we need to write it as x only. Bring it down as x only. Okay, we cannot cancel it out. If the two variables in the group which we have made, if that variable or the variables for that group are in complement to each other, then cancel that variable. That means for this group, okay, for this vertical group, the remaining variable is only y complement. We cannot write x complement because it is the complement. X is the complement of x complement. So we need to cancel it out. Then what we have to write for this grouping? The other group, what we have done here. The other group, what we have done here also. See, the common term is it's in the horizontal direction. Common term is x complement. Right? Write it down first. Common term is x complement. Now, for this cell we have y complement. For this cell we have y. Again complements, so neglect it. Okay? Y and y complement we are not going to write. How to write the final expression for our given expression? So our given expression was f is equal to x complement y complement plus x complement y plus xy complement. Now the final expression after simplification using K-map, we are getting it as for this vertical grouping, we are getting it as y complement. For the horizontal grouping, we are getting it as x complement. You may write it as x complement plus y complement. So while writing, use the sum of products form. This is in the sum of product form actually. As a sum or in function, you have to write. So this indicates that there were two groups. We have made two groups to simplify our expression, and these are the simplified values of that particular group. So this may be written as complement plus y complement also. Therefore, the answer after simplification is x complement plus y complement. So this is how we can simplify a two variable K-map using considering different rules of simplification.